So hello everyone and welcome to Career Launcher. So in today's class, we are going to discuss the weekly current affairs, that is the December current affairs week 1. So basically, I have clarified it earlier also, but yes, again I'm talking about it, that we'll be having 2 classes in this week on this YouTube channel every week. I have clarified it. So Tuesday at 7 p.m. we'll be having static GK. And on Wednesday, 7 p.m., we'll be having current affairs. So we'll discuss weekly current affairs. Okay. So basically today is Wednesday. So every Wednesday, we'll be having weekly current affairs discussion. So last year, we had done actually November 4th week that we have done. So from today onwards, or from this Wednesday onwards, we will discuss December 1st week. Okay. Then in the next Wednesday, we'll discuss December 2nd week, like that. Okay, so we are trying our best to cover each and everything so that you should not be missing anything. And let's say, for example, like many people would be saying, sir, I have missed the previous classes. So what should I do? So you can, first of all, please subscribe to our channel. Go to the playlist. So when you go to the playlist, ये वाला आपको मिलेगा current affairs करके CUET GAT है ना. View full playlist पे click करो, you will get the previous videos. देखो, November week 1, week 2, week 3 है ना. We have done it. So November week 4 and December week 1. Okay, you can see it here. Right. So whenever you are attempting CUET examination, you should cover the last 1 year current affairs. Okay. So all this actually we have provided since I think from May onwards, April or May onwards, we have provided all these videos. So you can watch it and cover all the previous pending or the backlogs, I would say. Okay. So that is what you can do. Let's begin with the first question. So we are talking about week 1 December current affairs. Where will India's first National Coral Reef Research Institute be established? Your options are Chidia Tapu, Port Blair, Havelock Island, Neil Island. What is the right answer to this question? The right answer is option A. Okay. So Chidia Tapu is actually in South Andaman, and Andaman to get his first Coral Reef Research Center. Because I'm sure you must be aware, Andaman, Lakshadweep, these are coral islands. You will find corals around it. And that is why they have established it. Chidia Tapu in South Andaman. Okay. National Coral Reef Research Institute in the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. So आप देख सकते हो, this is India, this is Andaman and Nicobar Islands. And here you will find Chidia Tapu Beach. Okay, South Andaman. ठीक है. A is the right answer to this question. The next one is Anthony Albanese recently became the first Australian Prime Minister to do what while in office? Visit Antarctica, resign and return, marry in office, adopt a child. Anthony Albanese is currently the Australian Prime Minister. Can anyone tell me what is the answer? The right answer is he married in office. So C is the right answer. First PM in 124 years to marry while serving in office. Okay. So that is what you should be doing. C is the right answer to this question. And what is the capital of Australia? कभी कभी से पूछते हैं capital currency है ना. Capital is Canberra. ठीक है. And Australian dollar is the currency that is being used. The next one is, what grade did IMF give to India's national accounts data? National accounts data means how to calculate GDP, etc. So the calculation method, etc. So IMF actually gave C grade. C is the right answer to this question. For national account GDP, signifying some shortcomings that somewhat hamper surveillance. So they have said that the first thing is our base year is quite old, 2011-12. The base year to calculate the GDP or that is actually quite old. That needs to be updated. And instead of producer price index, wholesale price index is being used. So that is also another criticism. So this repeated C grade, flags methodological issues like etc. ठीक है, तो यही था, बस आपको पता होना चाहिए. We are not going in that detail, but this was actually very much in the news. So C is the right answer to this question. The next is Operation Sagar Bandhu was recently launched by India to help which country Bangladesh, Myanmar, Maldives, Sri Lanka. So this is actually one of the image of that. The right answer is option D. Sri Lanka is the right answer to this question. To cyclone hit Sri Lanka, transported by INS Vikrant and INS Udayagiri. Operation Sagar Bandhu continues providing emergency HADR, humanitarian assistance and disaster relief support to Sri Lanka following cyclone Ditwa. Operation Sagar Bandhu, है ना? So cyclone Ditwa actually came around December, first week of December, and to provide help to Sri Lanka, India had operation named Operation Sagar Bandhu. So operations are generally asked in the exam, so you should remember it. ठीक है? है ना? That is what you should be doing. The next one is which video became the first Indian upload to cross 5 billion YouTube views? Shri Hanuman Chalisa, Fir Hera Fairy Clips, Kola Veridhi, Kala Chashma. What is the right answer to this question? 5 billion YouTube views. So the answer is option A. And Shri Hanuman Chalisa becomes first Indian YouTube video to cross 5 billion views on YouTube. So it's on T series, है ना? That is what you should know. The next one is India has recently re-elected to which UNESCO body for the 2025-2029 terms? The right answer is option C, UNESCO Executive Board. C is the right answer to this question. ठीक है? India was re-elected to UNESCO Executive Board, referring global confidence in its role, है ना? For 2025-2029 terms. ठीक है? And multilateralism, education, culture, science, and information. Okay. है ना? The next is who among the following recently became the most expensive player in Women's Premier League auction? Harmanpreet Kaur, Smriti Mandana, Deepti Sharma, Jemima Rodriguez. The right answer is option C. Deepti Sharma is the right answer to this question. Fetched the highest bid following the World Cup performance. Deepti Sharma, most expensive player, है ना? So C is the right answer. The next one is the commemorative stamp released at 56th International Film Festival of India. Honored with which film? By which filmmaker? Honored which filmmaker? Sorry. So किस filmmaker को honor किया IFFI ने commemorative stamp like issue करके? So which famous personality? If you know the answer, please answer me in the live chat. I'll be very happy to know. The right answer is option B, K. Vaikunt. है ना? For his contribution to Indian cinema, है ना? Birth centenary of acclaimed cinematographer Shri K. Vaikunt with the release of commemorative postal stamp. है ना? Dr. Pramod Sawant is the Chief Minister of Goa. ठीक है? So B is the right answer to this question. Okay, let's move on to the next one. The next one is which of the following airport has become India's first water positive airport with a capacity above 40 million passengers per annum? 40 million passengers per annum means 4 crore per year. Indira Gandhi International Airport, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj International Airport, Kempegowda International Airport, Rajiv Gandhi International Airport. What is the right answer to this question? The right answer is option A, IGI Airport, Delhi. So A is the right answer to this question. ठीक है? What made Delhi's IGI Airport India's first water positive? Water positive means they are generating more water than being utilized there. Like for example, IGI Airport, water will be utilized for what? In toilets, washrooms, cleaning of aeroplanes, है ना? Cleaning of toilets, cleaning purposes, etc. है ना? But they are generating more waters. How? So you can read it, है ना? So they are replenishing more water than they are consuming. So they must have used some techniques to do that. है ना? That's why they are water positive. They are generating more clean water than being used. The next is Amravati set to become India's first what? Defense Technology Park, Renewable Energy City, Integrated Financial City, Smart Heritage City. What is the right answer? So Amravati is in actually Andhra Pradesh, है ना? Nirmala Sitharaman ji announced Amravati as the first integrated financial city. ठीक है? Integrated financial city. C is the right answer to this question. ठीक है? Okay. So C is the right answer. Let's move on to the next one. है ना? आप देख सकते हो. So it's actually Amravati is actually in Andhra Pradesh. The next one is the Lok Sabha passed Manipur GST Second Amendment Bill to align with which major changes? And I'm sure you must be aware we have seen this type of questions also, like 5%. So earlier there were 5, 12, 18, 28%, है ना? GST ये था ना? So 12 and 28 were removed, and 5, 8 इनके साथ 40% was added, है ना? So B is the right answer to this question. Mainly where 5 and 18, 40% is for those luxury items, etc. The next one is World AIDS Day. When do we observe? 10th December, 1st December, 30th November, 11th July. The right answer is option B. World AIDS Day has been ranked globally on December 1 since 1988. So B is the right answer to this question. The next is Nepal's new rupees 100 currency note included which disputed territories on its map? So answer is option B, Kalapani, Lipulek, and Limpaidura. So I'm sure you must be aware of this. This was very much in the news, and Nepal has been earlier also claiming this. Kalapani, Lipu Lake, and Limpaidura. They are claiming that this is their territory. So they have come up with a new 100 rupees note where they have declared that this is their territory. तो यहाँ पर है देखो ये दिस इज नेपाल, ये वाला जो रीजन है दिस रीजन आई एम जूमिंग इट ऑफ उत्तराखंड, तो आप देख सकते हो दिस इज वी बिलीव इंडिया बिलीव्स दैट दिस इज द बॉर्डर है ना, महाकाली रिवर एटसेट्रा, और नेपाल सेज कि नो दिस इज द मेन बाउंड्री, और मींस दे क्लेम दैट दिस रीजन इज बिलोंग्स टू नेपाल. That is what the claim of Nepal is. However, we have maintained that actually this is the border, main border, and this land actually belongs to us. Okay, this is what you should be knowing about. Okay. तो आप देख सकते हो लीपू लेक, दिस इज लीपू लेक पास, वेरी फेमस. दिस इज काला पानी, लिम्पायदुरा, है ना. These all actually belongs to India, but this is what we believe that this is the main border between India and Nepal. But Nepal says ki no. So blue one is what? This is our stand of being a border between India and Nepal, whereas Nepal says that this red one is the border and this belongs to them. That is what the Nepal's claim is on 100 rupees note. So India has strongly condemned it. Even earlier also Nepal has claimed something similar to that, which we have actually criticized earlier as well. Next is the 14th edition of exercise CUET will be held in which Indian state? Tamil Nadu, Goa, Kerala, Karnataka. What is the right answer to this question? The right answer is option C. Kerala is the right answer to this question. Will take place in Thiruvananthapuram, Kerala. No? Exercise CUET. Okay. Let's move on to the next one. Yes. So here is India. So this was actually between India and Maldives. So here is Maldives. Here you can say this island is Maldives island. So it happened. The Kerala, India, and Maldives joint exercise CUET happened. Similar title in Thiruvananthapuram. So here you will find Thiruvananthapuram somewhere. The next is which of the following countries defeated India in the recent Sultan Azlan Shah Cup final? Belgium, Australia, Malaysia, New Zealand. The right answer is option A. Belgium is the right answer to this question. Belgium won 1-0. Okay. It's a field hockey tournament, which was held in Malaysia this year. So since 2007, it is being held in Malaysia. Okay. Next is, which of the following Indian oranges recently received GI tag? You understand what is GI tag? So like we have copyright for books, YouTube videos, etc. Similarly, GI tag is given to a particular location, that this particular thing belong to this particular city or a region or a state. So recently, Indian oranges from Darjeeling, Mandarin orange. B is the right answer, है ना? So from Darjeeling, है ना, West Bengal, there is a place called as Darjeeling. Mandarin orange gets GI tag status. That is what you should be knowing about. The next one is, who among the following assumed the chairmanship of International Institute for Democracy and Electoral Assistance on behalf of India? So of course they are talking about electoral assistance, means they are talking something about election. So who is the head of election commission? So currently the chief election commissioner of India is Mr. Gyanesh Kumar. Chief election commissioner of India. Option A is the right answer to this question. He has assumed the chairmanship of International Institute for Democracy and Electoral Assistance. A is the right answer to this question. Takes charge as the head of International IDEA Council. है ना? ठीक है. The next one, yes, you can see. On Wednesday, assumed the chairmanship of Council of Member States of International Institute for Democracy and Electoral Council. है ना? The next one is, where is India's first utility tunnel located? Delhi Smart City, Amravati Capital Region, Gift City, Gujarat, Navi Mumbai. What is the right answer to this question? The right answer is option C, Gift City, Gujarat. C is the right answer to this question. है ना? What runs inside a utility tunnel? है ना? So basically utility tunnel ऐसा कुछ होता है, ठीक है? और उसमें जो है पाइपलाइंस वगैरह, वाटर पाइपलाइन, सीवर ड्रेनेज, इलेक्ट्रिक पावर केबल्स, टेलीकम्युनिकेशन, गैस पाइपलाइन सेक्टर जाता है, ठीक है? सो ऐसा कुछ होता है लाइक दिस. सो प्रॉपर सेपरेट टनल्स आर देयर, है ना? जैसे एक में गैस पाइपलाइन होगा, एक में कुछ और होगा, है ना, लाइक दिस. That's the idea behind this. So C is the right answer. This is just for a representation image. This is not the same image. Anna. This is just an image to show how what is utility tunnel. This may not be exactly the same which is used in Gift City, but you have to understand the concept. Okay. Next is, the theme of the 4th edition of Kashi Tamil Sangamam is One Nation, One Culture, Tamil Tradition and Culture. Let us learn Tamil, Tamil Karkalam, University in Diversity. What is the right answer? The right answer is option C. Let us learn Tamil, Tamil Karkalam, है ना? So basically, what is Kashi Tamil Sangam? Kashi is actually Banaras, or Varanasi is called as Kashi. Tamil means Tamil Nadu. Sangamam means like merger of the two cultures. And so I'm sure you must be aware. So South Indian culture and North Indian culture, like the culture age-old links. So they are going to re-establish that. And so how it will happen? So cultural exchange program will happen. People from Tamil Nadu will go to Banaras and vice versa. And so this is a part of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav and Ek Bharat Shresh Bharat initiative. Okay. So this year we have seen the 4th edition, and this theme was Let us learn Tamil, Tamil Karkalam. So the first वाला हुआ था, इसमें prominent leaders, prominent religious leaders were also invited. So Kashi Tamil Sangamam 4.0. You can see it here. That is what you should know. So this year's Sangam will conclude with a valedictory function at Rameshwaram, which is actually in Tamil Nadu. So the idea is exchange of cultures, exchange of people, meeting of people from Tamil Nadu to Kashi and vice versa. The next is, who was recently named Men's World Athlete of the Year 2025? The right answer is option B, Armand Duplantis, Male Athlete of the Year. And Armand Duplantis, Sweden's male, and Sydney McLaughlin Levron, Women's of the Year. So B is the right answer to this question. That is what you should be knowing. The next is, which of the following inaugurated Saras Ajivika Food Festival 2025? PM Modi, Nirmala Sitaraman, Shivraj Singh Chauhan, Dharmendra Pradhan. What is the right answer? The right answer is option C, Shivraj Singh Chauhan. C is the right answer to this question. And I inaugurated the festival. Saras Ajivika crafts by rural women. ठीक है. Next is the Bertelle foot fossil belongs to which species? The right answer is option C, Australopithecus diarrhea. So this was actually the news. ये थोड़ा सा दही में आया था तो मैंने दिखा दिया. Otherwise, it's not that much important. है ना? Next is who won Qatar Grand Prix 2025? So Grand Prix is actually car race. So who won it? This happened in Qatar. So the right answer is Max Verstappen. Actually, whenever you find this option, the chances are slightly higher. जाने क्या होता है इन जनरल 25%, 25%, 25%, 25% chance है ना. But when you see Max Verstappen, chances are slightly high, 30 to 45%, 40% chance. ठीक है. But of course there is no guarantee. Guarantee तो किसी चीज की नहीं होती. But I'm just telling you how to remember. Next is the new PMO complex, earlier known as Executive Enclave, has been named Dash to reflect the ethos of public service. अब नया नाम क्या रखा गया उसका? The right answer is Seva Tirth. A is the right answer to this question. PM Modi may leave South Block. So earlier he was there in South Block, and the new block, new office is called as Seva Tirth. है ना? ठीक है, आप देख सकते हो. है ना? So executive complex, officially known as Seva Tirth, is located in Dara Shikoh Road, which was earlier called as Dalhousie Road in Delhi. Okay? And आप पढ़ सकते हो. है ना. सो ये साउथ ब्लॉक नॉर्थ ब्लॉक हुआ करता था. ये वाला नॉर्थ ब्लॉक है या साउथ ब्लॉक. सो साउथ ब्लॉक में जनरल प्राइम मिनिस्टर्स ऑफिस होता था. नॉर्थ ब्लॉक में होम मिनिस्ट्री एटसेट्रा वगैरह होती थी. ठीक है, यू कैन रीड अबाउट इट. है ना. तो ये बता रहे हैं कि कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ नॉर्थ ब्लॉक एंड नॉर्थ ब्लॉक में होम मिनिस्ट्री एंड फाइनेंस मिनिस्ट्री थी. साउथ ब्लॉक में फॉरेन में प्राइम मिनिस्टर्स ऑफिस था. नेक्स्ट है विच ट्रेडिशनल अरुणाचल प्रदेश क्राफ्ट रिसेंटली रिसीव्ड जीआई टैग? द राइट आंसर इज ऑप्शन बी, दाओ ब्लेड. है ना. इट हैज रिसीव जीआई टैग. तो ये एक तरह का ब्लेड होता है. वो इसमें अगर पढ़ोगे ना तो ट्राइबल्स लोग यूज करते हैं. ट्राइबल कम्युनिटी के द्वारा यूज किया जाता था ये सब. सो दीज टाइप्स ऑफ ब्लेड्स आर यूज्ड. ठीक है. Receive GI tag preserving indigenous craftsmanship. The next is when is Navy Day celebrated in India? The right answer is option B. 4th December is the right answer to this question. And on this day, Operation Trident was done in 1971 against Pakistan. So that is why 4th December is observed as Navy Day or celebrated as Navy Day. The next one, who has recently been appointed as Executive Director of Reserve Bank of India, RBI? So the right answer is option B, Usha Jana Kiraman. So B is the right answer. The next one is which of the following banks are identified as DSIB banks, domestic systematically important banks? So these are banks which are actually TBTF according to RBI. Means too big to fail. They are very big and powerful bank. Too big to fail. And earlier also RBI had declared the same. SBI, HDFC and ICICI. A is the right answer to this question. Anna. Critical for India's financial stability. Okay. The next one is which of the following countries launched Sentinel 6B climate monitoring satellite? India, China, US, Russia. If you know the answer, please answer me. I'll be very happy to know. So US plus European Union both together. है ना? So B is the right answer. So European and American organization के base है ना? है ना? On Falcon 9 rocket. Next is what is the main aim of 100-day awareness campaign launched by Women Child Development Ministry? The right answer is option B, child marriage free Bharat. So B is the right answer to this question. है ना? Okay, so that's what you should be knowing. Bal Vivah Mukt Bharat, है ना? So this is the initiative. 100-day awareness campaign is being launched by Women and Child Development Ministry, Women and Child Development Ministry, है ना? 100-day special drive. So 27 November से 8 March तक चल रहा है. Next is Andhra Pradesh. Raj Bhavan is now officially, Raj Bhavan is actually governor's house, is now officially called as Lok Bhavan, है ना? So C is the right answer to this question. The next is, which is the only diamond producing district in India? Surat, Bellary, Panna, Ajmer. What is the right answer to this question? The right answer is option C, Panna, Madhya Pradesh is the right answer to this question. Okay. The next is, which city will host Victoria University's first India campus? Victoria University, है ना? So Gurugram B is the right answer to this question. So Australia की Victoria University, there is Victoria University in England also, but we are talking about Australia's Victoria University. They are setting up campus in Gurugram. Actually, a lot of countries like US, England, they are also, in fact, England के साथ we have done some agreement. So England will also be sending their universities to India. ठीक है? So Victoria University campus will be set up in Gurugram. This is the right answer. The next one is Numaligarh Refinery Limited was recently elevated to which status? The right answer is option A, Navratan. Now it has been awarded, given a Navratan status. CPSE means Central Public Sector Enterprise. और PSU लिखते हैं ना, public sector unit, center level पर है ना. So public sector units, those are the companies who's having, those companies whose share is actually at least 51% share जो है government का होता है, and the rest 49% is with the private, है ना. That is actually called as public sector unit or public sector enterprise. So अभी recently इनको नवरत्न status दिया गया. अब now you'll be asking, सर ये सब क्या होता है, कैसे categorize किया जाता है? So these are categories for public sector units or public sector enterprise. CPSE means Central Public Sector Enterprise. So Navratna, Maharatna, Mini Ratna का status category ये होता है. If you are fulfilling this criteria, then accordingly your company or the public sector unit will be given Mini Ratna category 1, Mini Ratna category 2. सबसे पहले ये होता है first, then second, then third, and सबसे अच्छा जो होता है महारत्ना होता है fourth. That is how the status are being given. ठीक है, अब इतना डिटेल नहीं जा रहा है, just have an idea about it. Samrat Rana recently became world champion in which event? The right answer is option C. 10-meter air pistol is the right answer to this question at ISSF World Championship. Okay. Next is Putin visited in 2025. Visit to India is significant because it is the first visit since what? So in December 2025, in the first week of December, he visited. Vladimir Putin is actually the president of Russia. And so he visited India. Since what? So it is first since start of the Ukraine war. Russia-Ukraine war. है ना, आप देख सकते हो रशिया यूक्रेन वॉर स्टार्टेड इन फरवरी 2022 एंड व्लादिमीर पुतिन, आप देख सकते हो है ना, रशिया इंडिया एनुअल समिट हुआ है ना December 5 दिसंबर को. व्लादिमीर पुतिन केम टू इंडिया ऑन 4th-5th December 2025. इज द प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ रशिया, है ना. एच मींस हिज एक्सेलेंसी ऐसे लिखा था मिस्टर व्लादिमीर पुतिन. ठीक है, सो सी इज द राइट आंसर टू दिस क्वेश्चन, है ना. आप देख सकते हो पुतिन्स इंडिया विजिट हाईलाइट, पीएम मोदी वेलकम्स पुतिन होस्ट प्राइवेट डिनर, है ना. लोक कल्याण मार्ग, वही उस टाइम पर प्राइम मिनिस्टर ऑफिस को लोक कल्याण मार्ग में था, अब वो चेंज हो गया ना. प्राइम मिनिस्टर्स हाउस, है ना. ऑफिशियल रेसिडेंस ऑफ प्राइम मिनिस्टर इज लोक कल्याण मार्ग. अर्लियर इट वाज कॉल्ड एज रेस कोर्स रोड. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट इज, व्हिच आर द फॉलोइंग प्रोडक्ट्स डिड नॉट रिसीव अ जीआई टैग रिसेंटली फ्रॉम तमिलनाडु? The right answer is option D, है ना, कांचीपुरम सिल्क साड़ी, है ना. So आप देख सकते हो बाकी सब warrior cotton साड़ी, kaminda puttu, kaminda padi, nattu sakari, है ना. So these are different uh, things that were added in GI tag or that were given GI tag. Okay, see, you can see, आप देख सकते हो, है ना. Next is who has recently claimed Jerusalem Masters 2025 title? Who has won it? The right answer is option A, Arjun Irigyasi is the right answer. Okay. By defeating Vishwanathan Anand, of course, it is a very great achievement. The next one is the joint naval patrol between UK and Norway mainly aim to protect. The right answer is option B, undersea cables and hunt Russian submarines. So B is the right answer. तो यूके एंड नॉर्वे ने अपना ज्वाइंट नेवल पेट्रोल किया. सो ये नॉर्वे है, दिस इज यूके. और ये रशिया, बिकॉज रशिया का हो सकता है नेवी सबमरीन वगैरह यहाँ पे घूम रहा होगा, मे बी मूविंग हेयर. सो दैट्स वाई. एंड अंडर सी इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर होता है, समुद्र के अंदर बहुत सारे केबल्स बिछाए जाते हैं. सो रशिया की सबमरीन एक्टिविटी वगैरह चेक करने के लिए भी. Next is the Supreme Court directed the Bar Council of India to ensure what minimum percentage of reservation for women in state bar councils? 20%, 25%, 30%, 40%. What is the right answer? Bar Council means वही जो lawyers का association होता है ना. So C is the right answer, 30%. So there should be 30% reservation for women. The next one is Lieutenant Colonel C. Dwarkesh was recently in news. He became the first officer in Indian Armed Forces to do what? Continue active service despite total blindness. B is the right answer to this question. Defying odds, Lieutenant Colonel C. Dwarkesh, India's first blind active duty army officer, gets national honor. ठीक है, आप देख सकते हो, है ना. Next is which initiatives new service products were recently launched at Earth Summit 2025? ये दूसरा वो 1992 वाला Earth Summit नहीं है. This was recently the Earth Summit happened in 2025. So सहकार सारथी नाम से एक initiative लाया गया. It will provide 13 new services. And one of the services is Sahakar Taxi. This will be country's largest taxi service supported by government. है ना. So ये भी Ministry of Corporation के अंदर ये सब हुआ था. Earth Summit 2025 happened in Gujarat, attended by Mr. Amit Shah, the Minister of Cooperation, as well as Home Minister. Next is passport verification record have been integrated with DigiLocker. आप जानते हो कि DigiLocker app होता है जिसमें you will get all those certificates and all those, let's say, driving license and whatever the documents regarding it. So between which ministry? So the right answer is D. MeitY, any Ministry of Electronics, Information and Technology, and Ministry of External Affairs. D is the right answer to this question. Okay. The next is which of the following festival has India nominated for UNESCO Intangible Cultural Heritage List this year? The right answer is option A. Diwali is the right answer to this question. Diwali is celebrating light and brotherhood. ठीक है. Okay. The next is who among the following traveled to Oslo to receive Nobel Peace Prize? The right answer is option B. I'm sure you must be aware she is actually the Venezuela's opposition leader. So B is the right answer to this question. Because 10 December को award दिया था. So October में an award is announced in October, but on 10 December the award is given, the Nobel Prize award. The next, because this is the death anniversary of Alfred Nobel, who was actually in whose name Nobel Prizes are given. है ना? Next is India and Russia reaffirmed their cooperation in which strategic domain? nuclear weapon development, cyber warfare, cryptocurrency regulation, peaceful use of outer space. What is the right answer to this question? The right answer is option D, peaceful use of outer space. D is the right answer. The next is India Malaysia exercise Harimau Shakti 2025 is being held in which location? Arunachal Pradesh, Ladakh, Rajasthan, Sikkim. What is the right answer? The right answer is option C, Rajasthan. ठीक है, महाजन फायरिंग रेंज राजस्थान. ठीक है, तो India and Malaysia. So this is India, this is Malaysia. I'm sure you must be aware. Next, okay, I think that all the questions are over. So C is the right answer. So we are stopping this class here. We'll be meeting you next Tuesday with static GK class at 7 p.m. and Wednesday 7 p.m. we'll be having current affairs class. So this is all about today's class. Please subscribe to the channel, press the like button, share this video.